What's your property worth? Property valuations in Cape Town, South Africa. So today I'm going to talk to you about property valuations in South Africa and what your property is worth, because I've had a lot of questions about this. How do you value a property and how do you come out with these values? Because I think my property is worth more than what you think it's worth. And this can be an issue when you're trying to sell your property, obviously. Hey, if you haven't watched this channel before, it's GillT. It's all about property, it's all about fun, it's all about Cape Town. Let's get to it, guys. Let's talk about this problem. So yeah, here we are. What's my property worth and how do you come out with these valuations? So this is how you value a property and this is what it's all about. So in the past, in the old days, what they used to do, and the banks have done it up until very recently, is they would take the land and value the land and then value the improvements on top of the land and devalue it just like a car, right? Because it gets old. But that all changed. What they call CMA, comparative market analysis. They started valuing properties based on what people are paying for them. Okay, so a comparative analysis on the properties that have sold around your property and close by. Important. It's coffee with Rob. Let's have some coffee, shall we? Always good in the morning, but a lovely overcast morning there. So what I'm saying to you is comparative market analysis is based very much on the buyers are dictating what the market's going to be. So it's supply and demand. It's very much based on a supply and demand situation. So when there's an excess of supply, prices will come down because buyers will be competing, for whatever's in there. And when there's too little, buyers can dictate. Can't really dictate what the price is. Then the sellers start dictating the price a little bit more. So, at the end of the day, comparative market analysis is very much based on what's around you. Now, the thing with that is, what a lot of people will do when they're trying to sell their real estate is they'll say, I'll put a new kitchen in, I've painted the wall, I've done a new roof, and I've done this and I've done that, so I've added $1 million to the house. So my house must be worth $1 million more. Not so. How to explain this to you is very simple. If the house next door to you is exactly the same as yours, only theirs is old and yours has been modified, new kitchen, new roof, new doors and everything, the price doesn't change by more than 5%. All you've done is added value if both houses were on the market. So the clients would walk in, see both houses, purchase yours because yours is much nicer in the eyes of the beholder. Okay, doesn't mean you're going to get more for it, because the value of your property is very much based on the location. Number one, the location. Two, the size of your land. It's important. Okay, the size of the house or the improvement on the land, let's say. Okay, it could be a block of flats, but we'll talk about houses now. It's just easier, right? So the size of the improvement, the house. Okay, the finishes are the smallest percentage of the value. So let's say location is like 60% of the value. Let's say the size of the house is the other 30%, which is part of the location anyway, because your price per square meter is very much based on the location, and like 10% is what it looks like, what it is, okay? So if you're going to spend money on your property to sell it, basically spend money on cleaning it up, making it neat, making it nice, the cheapest things like paint and that sort of thing. Don't go into investing in really expensive items in the house unless you're going to stay there for 20 years. Because you're not going to gain value from that. You're going to gain aesthetics. Aesthetics are always nice, but you're not going to gain actual replacement value. A lot of people purchase a home with a view that property is going to make them a profit down the line. Okay. Now, if you're buying it as an income investment and you're going to rent it out or you're going to Airbnb it or whatever the case, that is a profitable investment. If you're going to buy it as your home, how can it ever really make you a profit? Okay, because you purchase it on today's price and today's terms and today's value on that level of living, right? 20 years down the line, because you purchased it for 200,000 Rand then and you're selling it for 3.5 million Rand now, you think you've made a profit. Well, not actually. Because if you sell this one, you've got to go and buy that one in the same area, it's going to cost you the same price. Where's the profit? Okay. Effectively, what you get in that value is the best long-term savings plan in the world. Okay, because you buy your first house, you get a loan, you pay the loan off, and then when you sell the house, you get cash. You can use that cash to purchase another home, generally. Okay, so you stay on the same level. So your personal home isn't really going to make you a profit. It goes with inflation, it goes with time. What was 200,000 Rand then is now 3.5 million Rand now. And keep in mind what I said to you right in the beginning, how valuations were originally determined was you get a devaluation on the outbuildings. So for example, if you built that home 20 years ago and you paid that money for it, and you're selling it now, you're actually taking a loss. Think about that. Because to rebuild that home, work it out, it's going to cost you more to buy that piece of land and build that same home on it than what you can sell it for now. So you're not actually making a real-time profit on your personal home. Where people flip properties and make real money is on buying them cheap, selling them more expensive, and then there's a lot of costs in between that are not really going to help you at the end of the day. So when you view a property as a money investment, rather view it as your home and something you can hold on to, and when it's paid off, it's the best long-term savings plan ever, because you're forced to pay for it, and at the end of the day you've got nothing to pay for, or a lot less to pay for. So the value of your home is very much determined on the comparative market analysis, what the buyers are dictating at the time, okay, buyers and sellers, whatever, what the market is dictating the prices, not what you think it's worth. And it's based on location and size, effectively. If you want to sell your home, staging it and making it neat is very important, but don't think it's going to make you millions of rands, okay? It's going to help you sell your property. That's it. So guys, that's just a little bit about valuation. I just thought I'd throw that in so you guys get a sort of basic idea of what valuation is about. Hey, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And by the way, go check out the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It's absolutely fantastic book. It's in the description below. And it's for all of those out there that are looking to become millionaire real estate agents. That's probably for you. Guys, till next time, thanks for watching, and it's GillT.